Alright everybody, going live here. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Marshall County.
Arab, Owens Crossroads, Morgan City, Union Grove, Eddy, and Columbus City. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Alabama, Madison, and Marshall.
Alright everybody, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Marshall County. It's going to be until 8 o'clock. Severe thunderstorm was located near Owens Crossroads, or 12 miles north of Arab. Movement is southeast at 10 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and nickel-sized hail possible. Areas impacted: Arab, Owens Crossroads, Morgan City, Union Grove, Eddy, and Columbus City. So looking at that little cell there, it looks like it's just to the south of New Hope there. Intense little thunderstorm there. Been watching it develop for the past few minutes there. Some broad rotation in there being observed. Nothing looks like it's going to produce a tornado or anything at the moment, but we are seeing some of that broad stuff in there, along with the potential for some 60 mile per hour wind gust. So let's get started on that. Again, that thing is south of New Hope, just to the south of New Hope. And there is also some nickel-sized hail on that thing. It's traveling, looks like, to the southeast, so areas around Union Grove, you could be getting some of this here momentarily. It's not moving fast at all, only 10 miles per hour, so it's only crawling to the southeast around Union Grove, potentially. Looks like in the path of that. And also Guntersville, you're really close to it too, and it is moving southeast, so if it does continue, it could eventually move into Guntersville. But some torrential downpours with this thing. I mean, some really heavy rainfall with it. Like I said, just south of New Hope there. Of course, if you're in New Hope, you're getting some heavy, probably some heavy, very heavy rainfall. Lots of lightning with this thing too. It's just blowing up over the past little while. So keeping an eye on that. Other than that, there is some shower activity moving into our area here in Crossville, Geraldine, Dawson area. But that's about it. Nothing severe at the moment except for this one here in Marshall County. So we're tracking that one, and we're going to keep tracking it until it does move on out, which is only moving at 10 miles per hour. Kind of afraid it may produce a microburst at the rate it's going. It's moving very slow, so this storm could produce some wind damage. So definitely take that seriously. Had reports of a lot of wind damage today around in Marshall County, as well as some here. We had some wind damage as well over not far from Geraldine there on 227. So it's been an eventful day. These storms have been producing wind damage. So take this cell seriously here. It could definitely produce a microburst. This thing's not moving very quick, so I'm kind of concerned about the microburst potential with it. And you could get a microburst 60, 70 miles per hour, and it could do some, quick damage. Of course, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Areas again impacted would be Arab, Owens Crossroads, Morgan City, Union Grove, Eddy, and Columbus City. It's going to be in effect until 8 o'clock, so got 30 more minutes to go, and it's not hardly moving at all, just kind of hanging out where it's at. Let me get another radar up here, better look. So it is right on top of U.S. Highway 431 there, and near, looks like just south of New Hope there. U.S. Highway 431 extending all the way to County Road 466, County Road 50. If you're near those areas, County Road 466, County Road 50, that's going to be just south of New Hope there, and even in the New Hope area, but the winds are a little bit further south. Seeing a hail core there on, looks like County Road 8. It looks like that's what it says, County Road 8. There's a little bit of hail on there with that cell, so keeping a close eye on it. Nasty looking little cell on the radar too, and it is really big. Getting bigger by the minute actually, so watching that carefully as it moves to the southeast. Of course, broad rotation still showing up in the cell. It looks like that's kind of mid-level. Let's move up a little bit. So yeah, mid-levels. Let's move down on the tilt a little bit, back down closest to the ground. So yeah, there's some broad stuff in there. Keeping an eye on it. And also seeing some gusty winds moving into Guntersville now. Some 30 to 40, 50 mile per hour winds possible there in the Guntersville area. So that's a reminder. And again, tornado threat is extremely low with any of this activity. But yeah, it's just crawling off to the southeast at only 10 miles per hour, so I could think you could probably run as fast as this thing is going. So, yeah, or you could, probably bicycle faster anyway. I don't really know how fast the average human can run, but yeah, definitely don't want to run from it on foot anyway. And again, for those who may be joining, that is a severe thunderstorm warning, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail possible. It's 7:25. Of course, it was located near Owens Crossroads, or 12 miles north of Arab, moving southeast at 10 miles per hour. Again, 60 mile per hour winds and nickel-size hail possible, and we've definitely seen the storms do some damage lately, that's for sure. Non-Pauline driving is more important than getting a picture, so definitely it's all good. Don't risk wrecking to do that, for sure. Again, that's a severe thunderstorm warning for Marshall County and northeast Alabama. At the moment, no, it's not coming toward Dawson yet. I mean, it's not moving very fast. So I'm not exactly seeing what you would, suspect for a storm that's produces 60 mile per hour winds, but, still seeing looks like a little hail core there. Stand by, everybody. KZ4BK, scale 4FUN, you're making it just kind of scratchy.
Different antenna, different radio. Just seeing if I can make the trip. KZ4BK, be clear.
Copy that, KL4FUN, be clear. Okay, back to it there. Had a ham trying to see if they could hit the Fort Payne or not, and they was doing pretty good from where he's at. A little bit scratchy, but the weather's not too good right now either. Okay, you're in South Carolina, I think you said, mid-state. This is in Alabama, northeast Alabama. Well, basically, here's an idea of what's on the way anyway. Per our area, of course, we got some rain going on right now. I can hear it outside. Yeah, it's finally making it into the area. But yeah, this is what's on the way for us, and that cool front, it's of course it's on its way. Looks like that cold front should be along Huntsville area by now, so the severe threat's slowly ending, you know, along this thing as it moves on out. Of course, the severe threat wasn't, you know, too high. It's only like a 15% risk, which is not high at all. But most of these storms are just producing torrential downpours and potentially damaging winds. Of course, some of them earlier did some pretty good wind damage out there, that's for sure. So it looks like it may be getting close to its fully mature stage. That would be where I'd start worrying about the microburst potential once it starts fully getting mature stage there, and then it starts to maybe weaken out. They can start to produce a microburst and they can do a lot of damage. It's my opinion, of course, probably not meteorological fact or anything, but usually the slow ones are the ones I like to keep an eye on. Of course, it doesn't really matter how fast it's moving or anything, but you know, conditions are right, you know, it'll do it. So right now though, I'm looking at the storm relative velocity, still seeing that area of some broad rotation there. It looks like where a updraft is at. Seeing some lightning there as well, so it's starting to show me signs that it's trying to re-intensify again. Let's look at it on the velocity scan there. Still not seeing 60 mile per hour, but that don't mean it's not capable of doing it, that's for sure. Back up here, okay. See if anybody gets any photographs of this, you know, and they're able to safely do it, that'd be awesome. I'd like to see it. It is definitely producing a lot of rainfall.
Cab 911, any Manton unit?
So yeah, here's our most intense part of the storm right there where the updraft is at. Sorry about that. I think updraft, downdraft area. I do have a little bit of hail showing up in there. Let me do another scan on it here. And there we go. Yeah, that right there says it all. So there's some hail in there in that storm for sure. Yeah, this thing is producing some torrential downpours. I would not be surprised if there's not some flooding with this cell here, and it is moving southeast, so Guntersville, you're about to get soaked by this thing if it continues in its direction. The current path, if it did make it in our area, looks like it would put it between Geraldine and Crossville, Kilpatrick area. But like I said, it's only moving at 10 miles per hour, so it's hardly moving at all. Let's see what all these notifications are about back here. Okay, I don't know what that's all about, but we'll figure it out later. Got some new pop-up activity there in Jackson County as well, near a spell. Some new pop-ups, and like I said, I figured these will be multi-cluster storms. Said that earlier. Didn't think it'd be just a gigantic squall line of storms, so what we're dealing with is multi-cluster storms here, individual and then some clustered together. And they are producing a lot of rainfall, so we still got until 8 o'clock. Okay. So still got another 8 minutes, it looks like. Okay. So no information has been provided, and I'm not seeing no, wind damage reports showing up. Nothing like what I was seeing on that other, with that other storm that was coming through. There was wind damage reports everywhere. Don't mean it's not producing wind damage. And it does look like it's dissipating. It's starting to weaken out. Jasper, Tennessee. I just saw that come across there. No problem, Charlie. Good to see you on, man. I hadn't heard from you in a while. Okay, where was that at? Jasper, Tennessee area, you got a shower, thunderstorm on top of you there, producing some heavier rainfall. Other than that, that's about it. All I'm seeing in Tennessee at the moment. Touched the wrong thing. Hopefully I didn't move my screen, and it looks like I did move it a little bit, so let me see if I can fix that. Okay, I have to resize it now that I've messed that up. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Didn't mean to grab the screen and move it there. Thought I was on my radar for some reason. I accidentally hit that instead. Alright, so we're back to it. Still watching this cell here move off to the southeast very slowly. Not moving fast at all. Not seeing, really anything too impressive out of it other than some very heavy rainfall, some embedded 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible from it. But it is weakening at the moment, so that warning will be canceled probably a little early. It is weakening on out. And still a lot of lightning with it. And looking at that back southwest portion there. So if you're in Guntersville, get ready for a downpour from this thing, because it looks like it's slowly making its way there near Guntersville. Not really, a big deal other than the threat of some 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, which is very possible from it. It is weakening still, so that is good. And so far, I haven't got notified of, much of anything else with it. Yeah, 7:25 was our last update, and it's going until 8 o'clock. The National Weather Service has just put out a special weather statement on it. Of course, wind gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour. That was just a little, let's see, what time was that issued out? Oh, that was a little while ago. Okay, I'm sorry. Must have been looking at something else there. That's been there for a little bit. So watching another portion of this cell that is starting to get its act together, and there is some hail showing up. It's going to be in that portion there, and again, this thing's crawling southeast at 10 miles per hour, so it's not really moving much. Okay, so still watching that area there. We got a little broad couplet going on right there. get a dual pan up here, make this easy. Okay, so this thing does have a tail on it, like a little tail going on. I'm not sure if anybody's got any photos of anything, but if you're in Union Grove and you're looking north, you probably see that tail there. I mean, if you can see past the rain, because I just realized the rain's actually getting to you and it's getting pretty heavy. But if you're looking to the northwest, or yeah, northwest, and you're able to see anything, you're probably seeing, you know, a pretty distinctive tail on that. Looks pretty strange, kind of hanging down a bit there. So keeping an eye on that area.
237 Wyndham Street, Paulson.
Very unorganized at the moment, so that's always good, but we're still watching it. So we're going to back out from that a little bit and just keep an eye on that area anyway. So lots of rain with it. Yeah, if you're at Guntersville State Park, definitely be prepared for some heavy rainfall, maybe some wind out of it. You're just outside of the warning box because the storm's honestly not moving very much. So, but still, if you're in Guntersville, pay attention just in case this thing intensifies again, which is, you know, kind of the northwest. I guess that'll be the western portion of the storm there. It's kind of intensifying up again, so just keeping an eye on it. Hello, Watts Rail Productions from Stevens County, Georgia. Appreciate you watching, bud. Thank you. Hello, Wesley. Hope you're doing well over there in Henniger. Looking black towards DeKalb County. Yeah, what you're seeing is probably that storm over Marshall County that's looking black. I haven't got to look outside, but it looks like it's getting dark, so. But yeah, I invite everybody, like and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate it. I cover all of Northeast Alabama. That's what we're currently on. I know it's kind of boring, but right now it's what we got. A very slow moving severe thunderstorms moving at 10 miles per hour. I'm not hearing any reports coming through on our Huntsville frequency here. See if I can get back to that. There we go. We're back on the Huntsville, it looks like. So yeah, not hearing much of anything on the Huntsville frequency yet, so. Not a problem, Lisa. Thanks for watching. I see my beautiful ladies watching. Hello, hon. Another severe thunderstorm warning. I know it. Yeah, I'm pretty tired out here, I tell you. It's been a day. Looking for any updates on this. This thing is pretty unorganized. Like, it's just a mess right now. Okay, so new update. A severe thunderstorm was located 9 miles east of Morgan City or 9 miles northwest of Guntersville, moving southeast at 10 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour wind gust continues to be possible with nickel-sized hail. Areas impacted: Arab, Union Grove, Eddy, and Columbus City. going to go back to normal screen here. See how much rainfall that thing has dropped. I know it's got dropped a good bit of rain. Wow. I knew it was dumping some rain, but wow. That thing's dumping some, definitely dumping some rainfall. But yeah, some areas are getting almost 2 inches of rain out of this thing. That thing is really dumping the rainfall.
11-847. 47, we have a report of an accident. The closest address is going to be 2863 or 2869. Looks like they're between those two addresses on County Road 37. We have VAS and attention to contact the troopers.
We're back in county, 59.
I'm back in county, back in service, your service station 1.
So yeah, I'm looking at multiple different areas of the storm there in elevation, and of course I can't look as in depth as they do, but I'm still not seeing anywhere in this storm where there's 60 mile per hour winds. Doesn't mean that there's not. I'm just not seeing it on my scans at all. Usually you can see it, but that's not always the case. There's been a few times where I didn't see it, but most of the time I see it. Alright, so if you're in Guntersville, you're getting a good bit of rainfall out of this, or potentially some moderate rainfall, light to moderate. Looks like the far top of the storm there is reaching all the way out to northwest DeKalb County. Starting to get some rainfall over in there from this. Just very slow moving. So again, that warning going up for a few more minutes there. Another 5 minutes. You can send pics to our messenger there, in Messenger rather, to our weather page here. I bet the sky does look weird in Scottsboro, especially with this giant storm there, or not there, but close by. And there's Scottsboro, so y'all got some thunderstorm activity on there as well. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me here. We're just tracking a very slow moving storm. Let's see what we got. We got something going on here in Crossville. Okay, nothing. Here it goes again. I bet he's tired. He's been running quite a few calls today. looks like we got another pop-up now. It's popping up just along the Marshall County and DeKalb County there line almost. It looks like that's kind of in the Painter area almost. That's moving to the southeast. Very heavy rainfall along that. I've been waiting on it to produce a outflow or gust front, but it has not done that. So, and I'm starting to see a bit of a bow echo showing up in there. So. Okay, I can see where those winds are at now. It's still not showing to be 60, but I guess some of those gusts could do that. I mean, it could produce some gusts up to that. So yeah, be careful if you're going toward County Road 37. It appears to have been some kind of accident there. Just an FYI to everybody. But yeah, just a lot of rainfall out of this stuff. And again, still watching this storm here. I think this has been the slowest one I've tracked all day today. Like I'm almost falling asleep tracking it because it's not moving. It's just sitting there, kind of just barely moving at all. So, but yeah, not seeing nothing too crazy. Okay, let's just put it that way. Warning expires in 2 minutes, so let's see if that happens. And I'm looking for any new updates while I'm at it. Severe thunderstorm, till 8 o'clock. 60-mile-per-hour winds and nickel-size hail. Warning was just canceled. Okay, so I've been wondering, National Weather Service Huntsville has canceled the severe thunderstorm warning that was in effect for Marshall County, so you will be seeing that box go away momentarily. So right now, just some very heavy rain, gusty winds, that type of stuff. Gonna step outside, guys, and look at the sky because evidently something's going on with it. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm going to take advantage of this and get the aircraft up and get some photos of this. So thanks again everybody for watching. Severe thunderstorm warning is over, but we're going to keep an eye on things. So we'll get these beautiful photos up. Thanks again everybody. God bless. Take care.